Hi everyone, and welcome to this video where we will explore how a co-creation process happens. We want to focus on trust building and group forming, the interaction between young participants and the institutions involved, capacity building for all participants, and enhancing creativity and commitment during the process. A successful co-creation process requires trust, respect, safety, and internal cohesion among the young people involved. Building trust is crucial, and organizing icebreaking activities like small trips and social events at the start of the co-creation process can help. For example, in Esfanto George, they organized a 3-day youth camp where youth board members learned leadership skills, how to represent their ideas, define shared values, and identify resources for cooperation. These activities should be planned with input from young people so they don't feel like things are being imposed on them, while also keeping in mind that they can be time-consuming. But how can we build trust? Aside from the icebreaking activities, having a youngster facilitator can also be very beneficial. Indeed, having a young person with institutional or policy knowledge that can act as a bridge between the youth board and the institutional partners can help to find common ground on the issues where the two groups are more distant, and also to translate the policy language in more accessible ways. For example, the Baracaldo team appointed one of its youngest research members as a so-called youngster facilitator. She was the main contact point for the youth board and encouraged them to take an active role by helping them with communication or preparing presentations. When it comes to fostering a good interaction between the youth and the institutional partners, it's important to keep in mind some key elements. The space provided for the interaction needs to feel safe enough for young people to express their needs and opinions. This means that institutional actors should provide constructive feedback and avoid being judgmental or biased. In this regard, it's important to have a moderator who are neutral and objective towards both groups. They can be from NGOs or academic institutions that don't have any stake in the policymaking or implementation process. As we already mentioned, a youngster facilitator could also act as a translator during sessions to prevent miscommunication. But what is also crucial for a good interaction is that both the youth board members and the institutional stakeholders should receive preparation before they start discussing policy-related topics among each other.
In addition to these elements, the preparation of both young people and institutional stakeholders is what we refer to as capacity building, and it is crucial for a fruitful co-creation process. When working with young people, especially vulnerable young people, it is important to provide them with the necessary skills to engage in meaningful discussions with other actors. So, before the process starts, they should have the opportunity to learn communication, listening, presentation, and reflection skills. These skills will help them during the co-creation process, but also in their personal lives. Moreover, they may need to learn more about the system world of institutions and policies in order to be able to truly understand policymakers and communicate effectively. When capacity building activities are interactive and participatory, rather than just being lectures or presentations, there is more engagement and involvement from the youth board members, leading to a more effective learning experience. For example, in Amsterdam, the youth board members were offered a menu, a selection of educational activities to develop their skills and knowledge throughout the co-creation process. In this way, they could choose the ones that would most suit their needs and interests. In the case of institutional stakeholders, it is essential to work with them on how to listen and become more open to the opinions and life realities of the young people. They need to become open to the idea that young people can also be experts and that the policymaking process can change for the better when policy recipients are involved in the design and programs and tools. Co-creation processes are inherently creative, but there are techniques and tools that can help improve their quality and the commitment of the youth board members. Principles from design thinking can be used to structure the interactive process, from problem diagnosis to the development of possible solutions. Mind maps can be useful for brainstorming and organizing ideas. Conceptual tools like SWOT analysis or the 7S model of McKinsey can also be used in problem diagnosis. In Tallinn, the use of various methods such as a World Café, personality creation workshops, the roundtable discussions, as well as homework assignments, allowed for a good participation and engagement. However, enhancing creativity is not only about using appropriate techniques. It is also about creating a fruitful atmosphere and a supportive environment where everyone can express their voice. To achieve this, sensible moderation of discussions is crucial. Moreover, the key to achieving high levels of engagement is to incorporate group work and make discussions interactive. Commitment may also be achieved if youth board members are responsible for carrying out specific tasks. For example, conducting a survey, developing a small project, or preparing a video or presentations can be good examples. Finally, for a fruitful and fair co-creation process, it's important to put the focus on how to build trust, increase capabilities, enhance creativity, and structure the interaction among the young participants and the institutional stakeholders in a balanced way. And this is all from our side. Thank you very much.